To empower myself with knowledge also for my future. Being an American Muslim, I understand like the desert of knowledge there is here in the United States, and I don't want, I've seen a lot of experiences people have growing up in areas that don't have a lot of knowledge, and I don't want my children to grow up like that, or the community around me. So anything I can do to help alleviate a little bit of that would be great.
The objectives of the program are for people to take an elementary to intermediate treatment of some of the disciplines of the pure sacred law with a proper transmission from those who have an aptitude, and to apply those teachings to their heart and to their organs in a manner which refines the human soul, and to develop an understanding for the obligation of and some of the means to summon others to Allah, and also engage in service to humanity.
Curriculum of the Ribat program is very rigorous, and it's also very well thought out. They include the Quran and its many disciplines, learning about the meanings of the Quran, prayer and practice. How do you practically go about praying? What makes it valid? What are its conditions? About belief and what is obligatory on somebody to believe, and really how to improve just as a person.
What is taught at Ribat, I can apply almost immediately every day. There's always something that affects me directly in that moment. Whatever I was struggling with in that moment is alleviated when I go there.
I don't like to miss a day, or I don't want to miss a moment, because I feel like I could get something out of that moment that could help me or be beneficial to help me purify myself better, or closer to being the person that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would want me to be.
I see the relationship between the discipline that we're learning and we're benefiting from, and not only its practicality, but its spiritual benefit and impact on my life.
A friend of mine not too long ago, she was asking me, like, what do you do for fun though? Where do you get your enjoyment? And I said, Sunday. When I get to come to the Ribat, that's what I do that's my enjoyment time. That's when because I get to be amongst my friends and be amongst, and learn.
I feel like the Ribat program, it brings you closer to a lot of things that bring you closer to Allah. So it gives you the tools that you can use to, practice in a way that is valid and that you feel secure with.
One of the major difficulties in learning about Islam is finding environments that are welcoming, that speak to you in your own background. And what I find at the Ribat program is it's really there for everyone.
Being around different people in the Ribat program teaches you as much as the classes do, because everyone's coming with a different perspective from a different background.
We're also building relationships with our fellow students. It makes it feel more like a community setting. I believe they've made me a better mother and a better daughter and a better friend and a better sister. So the more I implement what I'm learning, I feel like it's improving my relationships with the people around me.
It's inspiring, because being there and being around people who've spent a lot of their lives studying and are continuously studying, I think that's a major draw for me, is just being around people who want to be closer to Allah. It gives you inspiration to be closer to Allah.
I would encourage everyone to sign up for the Ribat program because they'll find in education and what the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, came with all happiness. These matters that are being taught in this program, they're an obligation on the Muslims, and so I encourage them to take part regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of their socioeconomic classes, and regardless of how busy they are or even how old they are. I think there's something in it for everyone, and I think that they'll find, hopefully we ask Allah on high, that they'll find all happiness in it.
Praise be to Allah. We've seen immense growth in some of the brothers and sisters that have attended the lessons. We've seen this expressed in humility, service, and in a desire to share what they have acquired.